Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The WCW titles are on the line and up for grabs. Here we go with the next matchup here on Bad Blood. Here comes the WCW champion himself. Here comes Edge. Well, I'll tell you what, C. Carter. You know, you remember back, I believe it's about 2 or 3 weeks ago when Edge defeated Taekwon Koga after Taekwon was viciously assaulted by Haku. I'll tell you what, I think Edge believes deep down that he has what it takes to stay champion. And I don't blame him not one bit. This gonna be downright exciting indeed. And as we mentioned earlier during the Marcus Carter John Cena match, the winner of this matchup will face off against John Cena on the main event. And on the main event, on the next episode of the main event, we are going to unify both belts. We're going to unify the WCW title with the World Heavyweight title. Indeed. I tell you what, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be downright explosive. This match is going to be downright exciting because Edge going to face off against someone who he knows far too well. Oh, indeed, you're right, Corky. He's getting ready to face off against the Viper. He's getting ready to face off against Randy Orton. I'll tell you what, you know, Randy Orton, C. Carter, excuse me, his career is legendary, and he is here in WCW. I mean, I can't believe it that Randy Orton is going to is getting a title shot right here. And then you're right, Corky. And now Randy Orton, as he makes his slow walk down the aisle, Randy Orton simply stated that Shane McMahon chose him to face off against Edge for the WCW title. I know some folks find it a little bit hard to believe, but it's true. I tell you what, Randy Orton has his voices in his head, and I tell you also what, if he wins this matchup, he's going to be the new WCW champion, and that will mean that he and John Cena will face off to unify both belts. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen. And we got one more match to go after this one, and everybody knows what it is. It's the Battle Bowl Royal Rumble. That matchup is coming up next after this one. I'll tell you what. And here we go. There's the bell. Tell me something. You think John Cena's watching this? He just got through beating the Marcus. John Cena's sitting there wondering, who am I going to face? Who am I going to face? I beat both of them in WWE. I beat Randy Orton and I beat Edge, so I could beat him here in WCW. So I think that's what John Cena is visualizing in his head. Indeed, you're right, Corky. I mean, John Cena does have that thought in his head. He does have that thought in his mind. As Edge continues to do a number on Randy Orton, a powerbomb to the turnbuckle. Oof, that's gonna bruise up the backbone a little bit. He's gonna have some back pain for days to come. I mean, weeks to come. And now, Edge now kick to the head of Randy Orton. And now Edge does a kick to Randy Orton. Edge goes Randy Orton, and Edge with a chop of his own. Edge now. Edge and Randy Orton getting it on. Edge with another clothesline of his own. But this is it right here, see how, I mean, Randy Orton is doing all he can to stay in this thing. Randy Orton is doing all he can. Indeed. And now Edge now does a number. And, oh man, roundhouse kick on Randy Orton. And now both men are still standing. Both men and a drop kick by Randy Orton. The gold is on the line here at Bad Blood. And now Randy Orton now tries to continue to maintain momentum. Excuse me. And now, let's see what's going to happen here. Randy Orton with a huge punch. But I tell you what, you know something, C. Carter? I think that if you look at it this way, I think Edge runs to prove a point. And yes, he is Mr. Opportunist. Yes, he is Mr. Opportunist. And yes, he will take any advantage he has whatsoever. So definitely, you know what he's going to do. Oh, Edge with a DDT. Oh, man. The ultimate opportunist. The rated R superstar. Randy Orton with a reversal. And then Randy Orton now works on Edge's leg. And Randy Orton continues to work on Edge's leg. Oof. But I tell you what, this thing's getting downright exciting, see, Carter. This thing is getting downright explosive. And then you're right, Corky, this thing is getting downright explosive. And now, what a close line by Edge. Edge wants to prove points, see, Carter. There's no doubt about my mind. Edge wants to prove to everyone that he is for real. He's no fluke of a champion. I mean, everybody knows that when he's in WWE, every time a champion gets injured, he takes advantage of it. That's the reason how come he's the ultimate opportunist. He took advantage of Taekwondo's injuries and he took full advantage of it. Edge now continues to work on Randy Orton. Randy Orton now battles right back, but Edge continues to stay one step ahead. And Edge now tries the knee on Randy Orton's arm. I tell you what, this action continues to get intense right now. And, Randy Orton now throws Edge to the rope. Edge is just hanging there. And, man. Edge battles right back. Edge now has some momentum. And Randy Orton returns for the clothesline. But I tell you what, see, Carl, this is it. This match here, good grief. Randy Orton is showing no signs of quit. I mean, I gotta get that to Randy Orton for that one. Randy Orton shows no signs of quitting. He doesn't care. He'll fight until he can't fight no more. So I gotta give him that. And that Edge hanging on the rope. Oh, wait a minute. Edge throws Randy Orton to a turnbuckle. Edge is up to something. Oh man, Edge is up to something. See, God, look at this. And Edge turns him around again. And what a huge chop. And Edge continues to stomp. And then tries the elbow. I tell you what, who would thunk of Cicada? And who would thunk of it? Just a couple of years ago, these two were a tag team, rated RKO. These two, I think it was a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, these two were a tag team, rated RKO. These two were tag team champions. But now, all that has changed. Oh man, all that has changed, and and you know what? Going for the championship could do that to a person. Indeed. I mean, it's called greed. The power of greed. The idea of having gold around your waist. And Edge now. And oh man. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna leave him off sure. And now, Edge now. Huge chop on Randy Orton. And now, Randy Orton's fighting back. But Edge returns back. And he returns back with a vengeance, and Edge continues to work on Randy Orton and draws the knee on that arm. Edge now. Edge is up to something, Carter. Edge is trying to maintain momentum. He knows Randy Orton is a Viper for a reason. He knows that he knows what Randy Orton is up to. Like I said, these two know each other very well. Maybe a little bit too well. And Edge now drops the toe. Does a drop toe hold on Randy Orton. Edge now has the momentum over Randy Orton. And that Raymond does reversal. And that Edge has momentum. Edge is beginning to fight back. And there's a shot. And there's a kick. He blocked that drop kick, see, Carter. Did you see that? He blocked that drop kick. And there's a chop of his own. Edge now. And now, ladies and gentlemen, that's the execution. Oh man, boy, the execution. Edge got all of that execution. And we got a pin. We got 1, we got 2, and we got 3. The match is over, and Edge is victorious. I tell you what, this sets up a very, very, very interesting matchup coming out, Chicago. This sets up a very interesting unification match on the next episode of the main event. WCW Champion Edge, World Heavyweight Champion John Cena. Winner will be the new WCW World Heavyweight Champion. Unbelievable. Good job by Edge. Good victory. Folks, the Battle Bowl Royal Rumble is next. So we invite you to please stay tuned because we'll be right back.